Hello mga kababayan, ito po si Kuwentong Barbero, Kuwentong Ususero. Kwentuhan lang to ha, walang magagalit sa mga for Macoy dyan. Ito, I just want to point out yung earlier interview with Abunda, particularly yung mga inconsistencies ni Macoy. Although I think he's the most presidential, he's very confident, articulate, and he seems to be saying all the right things. Pero on this point on yung issue of pornography, he said all the wrong things. So let's break it down. He said three things, actually tatlong statements niya, generally speaking. So every statement actually contradicts the other statement. So he started out by saying, when asked by Abunda, ano ba yung magagawa ng government related dito sa pornography, ang sabi niya, yeah, pornography is violence against children, and it's harming our new generation of Filipinos. Pero this is something difficult for the government to tackle, and therefore it is something more for the family and the parents to counsel their children. So what he's really saying there is he's trying to differentiate the role of the government against the role of the family, as if they do not intersect. So ano ba yung inconsistency dito? So when he said that violence is harmful, di ba? We all know that murder is also harming the other party, and that is something that the government can tackle. And in fact, it is the responsibility of the government to address and pursue the perpetrators of murder, di ba? So what how is pornography any different when you yourself acknowledge that pornography is a violence? Now, he moved on to say, unless you are China, then you can address the issue of internet pornography. Now, what he's really saying there is government cannot do anything unless you are China, and unless you're China, you can do it. Even if they're doing the right thing, we are the Philippines, therefore we cannot do it. Wow, elastic. Ano ba yan? So, parang hindi siya talaga well thought out. He was just blurting out whatever comes to mind, and they are very inconsistent. Now, we all know that, marijuana or cocaine is something that we want to prevent from entering into our physical borders, right? And if you are saying that pornography is violence, by logic, we also should be saying that we should not allow it to enter into our digital borders. Hindi ba logic lang yun? So, okay, then the last statement that he made uh, contradicted his earlier first and second statement. So the first statement was it is violence, but it is better left for the family and the parents to tackle rather than the government. And then the second statement, he said, um, the government of China can do it, but not me, not the Philippines. And then the third statement he said was, we will pursue the perpetrators to the best of our ability and to all the powers within the government. So what do you mean by that? What he's trying to say is that um, he is only going to act when the crime has already been committed, and therefore he is just being reactive rather than proactive. And if you think deeper, hindi talaga niya ma-effect yung promise niya na the government will pursue all the perpetrators. Kasi you just imagine this, if the perpetrators are the foreigners, say someone Japanese living in Tokyo, or someone in an Australian living in Canberra or Melbourne, how on earth is he going to pursue the perpetrators when they are not within your juridical authority? More so, they are not in any international law. So wala ka talaga magagawa. It's just empty rhetoric and empty talk. Kaya wala stick. Yan talaga ang sinasabi natin when we say kwentong barbero. Kwentong barbero means walang kabuluhan. 'Di ba? In Hokkien tawag diyan wasaya. And in Singlish tawag diyan wala ne. So, yun lang po ang masasabi natin. Hindi talaga consistent itong si Makoy. So, okay, sa susunod muli, Hanggang sa sumunod na kwentong Barbero, kwentong Ususero. Signing off.